In this video, we are going to learn how we can use the execute pipeline activity, and through that we can execute different child pipelines. So I have already created a pipeline called copy from blob to SQL. So if you see my previous video, you will find out how we have created that pipeline. We have created a parameter also there, so we have to make sure that when we are creating a execute pipeline activity, in that activity we should be able to pass a parameter from the parent pipeline to the child pipeline. So we'll check that as well. So this is my parent pipeline, and in this parent pipeline I just went to general, and we'll do it again. So I will pull the execute pipeline task or activity. Now here I'll just change the name to copy from blob to SQL, which would match. We can put any name. I am just keeping this name just to match with the previous pipeline which I have created. Now in what I'll do in the pipe, before even going to the execute pipeline activity, in this pipeline first we'll create a parameter. So I have already created a parameter called parent db parameter. This is nothing but the db name which will be supplied from this pipeline to the child pipeline. Now we'll go to the child pipeline execute pipeline activity. Here in the settings we'll select the pipeline which we want to execute. So since that pipeline had a parameter, so we see that parameter gets listed here. Now once we click here, we see a add dynamic content, and here we can map our parent pipelines field or the parameter which we have defined. So let's go quickly and search that. So here we can see we can get the parent DB parameters. Now what I'll do, I'll delete my data from this database. So vehicle POCDB, delete, and then we are deleting it. Now we'll quickly check. We have no data now. So we'll go back to the pipeline and we'll try to execute with the given parameter. So you will see when we execute this, we'll get a prompt to have a value of this parameter. So let's go and debug it, and then we'll pass the supplied value. So let's use it and then paste it here. So click OK, and then we'll see the execution details here. So in the execution detail, again we see input, we see output, we also see the status, whether it has completed or not. So now our package has succeeded. Now we'll quickly validate whether we have got the data. So that we have got the data through the child package execution. So this is how we execute the execute pipeline, which comes under the general tab.